You should not have to go insane for people to take you seriously. Being a nice girl allowed me to get ahead, I feel like. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you stick around and subscribe to this channel if you're into fashion, wellness, self-care, skincare, beauty, all the things. I'm going to be showcasing my life in that type of format. And, you know, I'm going to be showcasing how I'm becoming a six-figure blogger and all the things that I'm doing along the way. So, you know, stick around. But today's video, you can tell by the title, I'm going to tell you guys how I had to stop being that nice girl in order for me to get ahead so that I can make real money, that I can make, like, you know, real money. So I'm just going to do my brows while we chit chat a little bit. Okay. So if you see me looking over here, don't worry about it. But, so in order for you to understand where I'm coming from, as far as like being a nice girl, you have to understand my personality. If it helps anyone, I am a Cancer. However, I feel like a lot of the zodiacs when it comes to my sign are very false. I don't cry. I'm not a crybaby. I don't even remember the last time I actually cried for something. I don't know. I'm not a crier, you know. I am emotional to the point where, you know, I feel like the things that I want, the things that I love, the things that I need, I'm very passionate about. But if that makes me crazy, then so be it. But that's my personality type. I've always been a giver. I'm a caregiver by nature. That's just who I am. I want everybody to win. I want people to feel loved. I want people to feel, you know, blessed. I want them to be able to recognize their blessings each and every time that they come along or come across, you know, their pathway. And you know, that's just something that I feel like will never change about me. I don't want that to change about me. I think that's one of the best aspects of who I am, is that I can see others exactly where they are in life, and I can do that without judgment. I don't judge anybody because we don't know everyone's circumstances behind the scenes. So when I meet you, it's at face value. You know, I can only go as far as, you know, you project yourself to be. And the same thing for me. I want people to see me and, you know, treat me exactly how I present myself at all times, because there's no other way to do life, you know? And so with that being said, I've always been a self-starter. I'm very independent. In fact, I was born on the 4th of July, if that makes any sense. But I'm very independent. Like I said, I'm a self-starter. I like to do things on my own. I can function on my own. I'm not someone who needs a lot of entertainment. I don't need people to entertain me, like to be in my space to entertain me at all times. It's just I can't handle it. It's just too much for me, you know. So I thoroughly enjoy my alone time. Like, yeah, I have my extrovert moments where I want to be out with my friends and my family, but I feel like because I come from such a huge family, that when I do have my downtime, when I do have my alone time, it's very much so needed for my mental health, and I take that very seriously, okay? When it comes to finances, I feel like I've always been pretty good with money. However, I do have a spending problem. Like, I like things, okay? I went to school for fashion design and merchandising and stuff, but that's a story for another day. And I like things. I like purchasing things. I like the finer things in life, if you will. I like paying for convenience. That is who I am. If I don't have to do it, I'm not doing it. If I could pay somebody to do it and spare my own time, I'm going to do so, because I like my time to be my time, you know? So I'm not gonna cut corners and do all the things, but I will pay for convenience, and I will pay for things that I like. I'm not a stickler for, like, you know, oh, I need to save in order for me to have all the luxuries that I want for my life. And everybody defines luxury very differently, but for me, I just feel like luxury, aside from the material things, luxury is having a balance, you know, well-being, having a balance vibe with your family, having, you know, your mental health be in check at least 99% of the time that you are awake, you know? So that is another part of who I am. I can save money. I can hold on to money. In fact, I love money so much that I make sure that I always have it. Okay, always. And so when it comes to being a nice girl, sometimes that can hinder how, you know, you make money, and how much you're able to make from doing whatever job that you want to do, or whatever job you feel comfortable doing, as far as like your profession, your career, your hobby, whatever it is. And so for me, I used to work retail. I worked in every aspect of the fashion industry that you can possibly think of, from fashion PR to working with fashion designers, working in, you know, the styling aspect, being like the go-to girl for Fashion Week, setting up Fashion Week, doing model calls, retail on the sales floor, doing merchandising. I've done it all. And I've always been able to make more than another, let's say, girl with the same entry level as I would. I've always been able to negotiate for higher pay. So I'm used to being paid more than what the job is offering. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, I treat it the exact same way as if I'm going into a 9 to 5, only that it's more than a 9 to 5. It's way more hours than a 9 to 5 being an entrepreneur. However, I love it where I'm at. I love the space that I'm in as a full-time creator and entrepreneur. And so when, like I was saying, like being a nice girl allowed me to get ahead, I feel like, when it comes to my career. When I was working, you know, traditional career in retail and fashion and things like that, it allowed me to get ahead because, you know, my personality is just so calm and it's like whatever, like I'm a go with the flow type of person to an extent. However, I realized that very quickly people require more for the girl that is nice. They require a lot more, and you can be overworked. And if you're overworked, doing more work than you know, your counterpart, your peers, I would say, in the same space, because you're the nice girl, because you're easygoing, because you're laid back, it's going to drain you. And not only that, you're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid for being the nice girl. You get paid for the position that you're in. You get paid for doing the things that you plan on doing as far as being in the workspace. And it works the same, and it transfers over to entrepreneurship. It transfers over to your friendships. It transfers over to how you build, you know, those everlasting connections with your family members even, and from just day-to-day people that you come in contact with, for recommendations, for word of mouth things. That nice girl act will follow you, because people are gonna be like, oh yeah, contact her because she's so nice and she's so willing to do this, that, and the other. And then in your mind you're like, I'm not willing to do that. Who told you that? I'm not doing that. That's crazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I had to learn that the hard way. And I don't want you guys to have to learn that the hard way. That's why I want to make this video, and I want to make my points very clear when I say that you do not have to be a nice girl to the point where you're a pushover, to the point where people are taking advantage of your kindness, to the point where people are literally seeking you out because they know that you can do the work that they should be doing themselves, and they want to use you as their little mule to get ahead, to do the things that they should be doing. But you're so nice and, you know, so you're calm and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get it over with because I ain't got time. No, please make time for your mental health and your personality, okay? And I had to stop being that girl. I had to stop being the nice girl. Not meaning that I'm like angry or insane or anything, but you should not have to go insane for people to take you seriously. You should not have to explain the reason why you're saying no to something when it's very clear why you're saying no to something. You should not have to operate out of lack and dim yourself down in order for people to see that you're uncomfortable, to see that you don't want to do something. You should not have to do those things. You should not have to belittle yourself in any way. And by belittle, I mean like you should not have to say, okay, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna go with the flow because I don't have time to hear the noise. No, please make time to hear the noise. If you're not hearing the noise, I mean you're not making the noise either, which means that they're going to continue. And by they, I mean like the people that are out there being opportunists when it comes to who you are and your nice, calm, you know, personality. And when I say I learned that the hard way, I truly mean that. The moment that I stopped being the nice girl, the moment that I stopped being that girl who was just like, yeah, I'll do it, no problem. Okay, that's fine. I'll just call me out. Just let me know what's going on. Yeah, I'll keep my phone on. You know, I can be on call. The moment that I put my foot down, the moment that I start turning my phone ringer off to do not disturb, is the exact moment when my personal endeavors became elevated. It is the exact moment, and I cannot make this up. It is the exact moment that I start making more money with my own digital products. It's the exact moment when my YouTube channel views start going up. It's the exact moment when I was like, I feel comfortable picking up the camera and doing all the things that I'm used to doing. Excuse my dog. It was those moments, that pivotal moment of me saying, no, no more, no more, no more. It was that moment when I started gaining my financial freedom. I have not been in debt. I believe I made a video about this when I was talking about like my multiple streams of income. I have not been in debt in over 9 years. No debt at all. It's because I buckled down in all the things that I was trying to do as far as like being an entrepreneur, content creator. All those things were making me money. I was able to start 2 different businesses, I believe, in about 3 years span, where I have a consultation business and I have a business where I do like UGC, but on a different scale, much larger scale, and I can do it on my own time. I have my own schedule, but I became debt free over 9 years ago, just for saying no, for saying I don't want to be the nice girl right now. You got to be difficult. You got to be difficult. You got to get on your Zoom. You got to get in the field. You got to do the work. You cannot be a pushover. Your time is so precious and valuable while we are here because we are not guaranteed time. We're not guaranteed anything. So it's best for you, just like I said, it's best for me to love on myself, to pour into myself, because if I am not pouring into myself, the outcome is nothing. I don't operate out of lack. That's not who I am. That's not who I will ever be. And so in order for you to get financially free, whether it's you trying to get out of debt, whether it's you want to purchase a house or a car, or hell, not even purchase all those big things, whether it's you just wanting to have money in your wallet or in your bank account at all times, so you can go buy the crazy things that you want. Go buy the designer bags just because you can, because you ain't hurting for nothing. You should be able to do that. Because you should be able to say to yourself that, you know what? I worked hard to get to where I'm at. I deserve this. I deserve this. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not causing anybody harm. I'm not bringing harm to myself or others. So the money that I made is pure. It's legit. It's actual. And you can spend it and save it how you please. You can do those things. And you should do that without regret, without fear, because you've already set yourself up and your personality up to be able to maintain those things. And that's another huge thing. Once you start saying no and stop being that nice girl, you will understand that your maintenance levels aren't really as tedious as you may think that they are, because all that weight is off your shoulders. The burden of other people is no longer there. You're literally focusing on yourself. You're doing yourself a favor by making sure that you're straight, by making sure that you got some money. Okay? And money is good. Don't let nobody tell you money ain't good. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't have to work hard to do that. No, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. But working hard doesn't mean being stressed about work. Okay? You got to do the work. Don't let anybody lie to you. Okay? You got to do some work. All right? It's going to take a lot of inner work to get to this point. It's going to take a lot of inner work to make sure that you can maintain the money that you're requesting in your life. But before I end this, I just want to say one last thing. Becoming a money magnet is for the deserving. Becoming a money magnet, being so passionate about what you do in this life, being so passionate about the information that you push out to the world, that comes at a cost. That comes at a cost. It's a great cost. It's a great thing to be able to say, I'm doing good in my life. I'm pushing out these things. But if you cannot believe that you're in control, then you will not become a money magnet. I'm in control of who I am. I'm in control of every step that I take. I'm in control of my thoughts. I'm in control of how I move throughout the day. I'm in control of who's sitting next to me. I'm in control of who's getting in my car. I'm in control of who's around my child. I'm in control of the family members that I allow to be in my space. I'm in control of who's calling my phone and if I have to answer it. I'm in control of all those things, which allows me to better serve myself on a daily basis so that I can pour into the things that I am trying to promote to the world, like this YouTube channel, my digital products, my consultation business. I can pour into all those things and I can make all that money because I have enough focus and energy to give to all those things, to all the talents that I have. I'm able to pour into that more and be focused on that more so that I can continue bringing in money so easily and so free. That is crazy. I love money and you should too, and you should be able to have it when you want it and when you need it. Not for emergency purposes, not for this and that, the other, but for the things that you really want all the time. You should have money to buy the things that you want. You should have money to be comfortable in this life. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching this video to the end. I hope you really appreciated, my journey, my encouragement to you. I hope you really appreciate it. If you have any comments about, how I was able to pour into myself and my businesses and my brand, my personal brand and all those things, please don't hesitate to ask me questions in the comments. I'm always in my comment section. I'm always replying. I always reply, I promise. And, follow me on my other social medias and all the things. And I am putting together a blog post right now with, some essentials and with some mindset tools that is going to better help you. So again, all the links are down in my description and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.